Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of a huge development involving Hedera and stablecoins and how Hedera could be set to power South America. So before we talk about the main story today, I'd like to show you a clip featuring Rob Allen, who is the Executive Director at the Hashgraph Association, talking to the HBAR Bull about developments involving Hedera and stablecoins and how stablecoins could become more integral within the financial sphere for years to come and how Hedera could be at the center of such developments.
Now, what could stablecoins be used for non-financial services? That's super interesting. So where a stablecoin is backed by some other kind of asset, and it can be issued in a way where you can have super scale, as we can with Hedera. You can then start tokenizing interesting things backed by other stuff. So imagine rewards points backed by fractions of carbon credit, potentially. Imagine commodities being used like money within the context of that particular ecosystem's platform or services.
An interesting one was from Diamond Standard Company.
I was about to say Diamond Standard, yeah.
Yeah, they want to do kind of a stablecoin idea based off of diamonds and then use them in casinos so people, if they want, they can take those diamond coins or those diamond bars home with them if they win enough money. So that's an interesting concept.
It really is. And
community engagement as well, right?
Well, everything, right? So going back to reward points or consumer engagement tokens, in Web 2 space, you can't really determine what the value of those things are because they're actually funded by kind of marketing budgets and discounts on products. So, whether I get a box of wine or, a new set of Bose headphones, is determined by that particular organization's discount to the rewards system. Flip that on its head, and you're providing rewards that have real-world value, even de minimis, right? Even tiny value. That token can be aggregated, it can be swapped, it can be exchanged, it can be put onto marketplaces. You have plenty of other, built-in utility on a public ledger, and every one of those tokens is backed by some asset. And it might be, Diamond Standard is a great example because what they're doing is they're taking something which is, every diamond is different. Every diamond, and it's truly non-fungible. And they're turning it into something which is fungible and divisible and therefore can back, a token which carries that value. These are things which are just emerging and super exciting.
So as detailed by Rob Allen, there's a number of developments surrounding stablecoin developments around the world, including how stablecoin developments involving and associated with Hedera is becoming increasingly more integral and apparent. And due to the developments surrounding stablecoins on Hedera, a number of organizations are actively looking to utilize the benefits of Hedera's stablecoin offerings, where a number of financial bodies, including the likes of SB Group, Shinhan Bank and Cathay Bank, as well as Standard Bank, are all actively using Hedera's network and especially Hedera's tokenization service for stablecoin utility, where in the case of Shinhan Bank and Standard Bank, the two financial bodies have actually conducted a cross-border payment action where the financial bodies actively used Hedera's tokenization service and an extension Hedera's stablecoin utilities. So the active utility of Hedera's stablecoin use cases actually saw improvements in the ability and the seamlessness surrounding the verification and the actualization of transactions in the form of cross-border payments through Hedera's network between these financial bodies. So it goes to show the number of benefits attached to the utility of Hedera's network and how the utility of Hedera's network for stablecoin use cases will become increasingly more integral and apparent and necessitous to improving financial activities for years to come, and especially between the financial bodies. So again, very exciting, and it goes to show the number of benefits attached to Hedera's network in terms of stablecoin utility and cross-border payments payments, and how the likes of Standard Bank and Shinhan Bank could be utilized and leveraged for cross-border payments. So very exciting in terms of how such highly esteemed organizations are actively using Hedera, and it all goes back to the recent update on Hedera's Stablecoin Studio ecosystem, where a number of updates have actually occurred on the ecosystem, where the actual minting and creation of stablecoins on Hedera are fixed in nature, and this is in stark contrast to the majority of other DLTs on the marketplace, including the likes of Ethereum, where if one wishes to create an NFT or a stablecoin, they'd have to pay fees which are determined by the amount of traffic occurring on the given DLT at a given time. So this puts Hedera ahead over the likes of competitor DLTs, including the likes of Ethereum and other DLTs. So again, it goes to show the number of benefits attached to Hedera and stablecoin use cases. So other organizations are also seeking to leverage and utilize Hedera's infrastructure, especially surrounding stablecoin activities, where MasterCard and Visa are both at the center of leveraging both Hedera's consensus and tokenization service for stablecoin use cases. So again, it goes to show the number of intrinsic qualities attached to Hedera's tokenization service and stablecoin utilities, and how the likes of MasterCard and Visa could be incorporated and utilized in cases surrounding stablecoin activities for years to come, and how this could improve, again, the seamlessness surrounding cross-border payments and the ability for financial activities and actions to be authorized at a given time through the likes of MasterCard and Visa. So very exciting, and it again goes to show the number of highly esteemed organizations, especially within the financial realm, which are actively using the benefits of Hedera's network for cross-border payments. So as well as the developments surrounding Hedera's stablecoin studio activities, a number of other developments have actually occurred, especially during the Token 2049 event, where during the event a number of announcements were made about improvements to Hedera's network, again especially surrounding stablecoin utility, and also how a number of developments are occurring on Hedera smart contract service, where a number of updates have actually occurred on smart contracts on Hedera in the recent smart contract 2.0 update. So on the update, the update actually saw improvements in the seamlessness and the ability for smart contracts to be created and minted at a given time. And these activities and actions were authorized and enabled due to the fixed nature of fees synonymous with the creation and minting of smart contracts through the benefits of Hedera's tokenization service and smart contract utility. So it shows that Hedera is making small steps in improving its overarching ecosystem, and how these improvements could impact the utility of Hedera's network by more stakeholders for years to come, and how these benefits and updates could lead to more organizations choosing to build and leverage the benefits of Hedera's network rather than competitor DLTs. So very exciting all round for all involved in developments on Hedera. So another story I'd like to talk about is the recent LAC Chain initiative, which is actively occurring in South America, where in a recent LinkedIn post provided by Peter Mensah, who is a member of the Hedera team, he actually provided details and provided insights about a number of initiatives and developments involving stablecoins, and how stablecoins will become increasingly more integral and incorporated into financial development for years to come, and how the likes of, again, the LAC Chain initiative and other developments, including the LATAM development, could be harnessed and leveraged, and all of these stablecoin initiatives could be linked to developments on the Hedera network, where, as I mentioned previously, a number of developments have occurred and updates have been utilized on Hedera in terms of stablecoin utility. So with a number of updates occurring in terms of stablecoin utility on Hedera, and with the likes of LAC Chain and the LATAM development occurring in South America, these initiatives and even continents and nations may leverage the benefits of Hedera's network, especially Hedera's stablecoin framework and tokenization engine for cross-border payments, and improving the seamlessness surrounding financial activities which occur across the wider South American marketplace. So again, it indicates a number of another benefits surrounding Hedera, and how these benefits could lead to Hedera continuing to be the most widely or one of the most widely utilized network for stablecoin developments. So the number of updates and developments occurring on Hedera has actually seen more initiatives taking place, including the utility and rolling out of ESG developments, where the Hedera Governing Council member ServiceNow alongside Hedera have actually collaborated in development surrounding ESG protocols and developments, where the development and integration of ESG use cases are all centered around improving the ability for assets, including carbon assets, to be observed upon and indicated in the case of ESG developments. So again, a number of ESG developments have actually taken place on Hedera, where ESG developments involving both Hedera and ServiceNow have been incorporated and integrated into the wider ecosystem, and this will go about improving the seamlessness and improving the wide-scale utility of Hedera, where ESG developments is another branch in which Hedera's network could become more utilized. And it makes no surprise really, especially if we look at the innate qualities and benefits attached to the utility of Hedera's network in terms of ESG developments, where Hedera is the most eco-friendly DLT on the marketplace, where so the likes of ServiceNow and more organizations turning to Hedera for ESG developments makes abundant sense. And you never know, as time progresses, more organizations may turn to Hedera for ESG developments and other eco-friendly initiatives. So another exciting potential use case surrounding Hedera and another potential overarching utility attached to the Hedera network. So with a number of exciting developments occurring on Hedera, especially surrounding stablecoin developments and updates surrounding ESG and tokenization engines, a number of other developments have actually occurred on Hedera, especially improvements surrounding the security and the immutability surrounding Hedera's network, where Hedera's network is composed and is built upon the Byzantine fault tolerance ecosystem security parameter, where the utility and the rolling out of Byzantine fault tolerance across the wider Hedera marketplace will see the ability for assets to be logged and authorized in an immutable manner without the risk of information being hacked or stolen. So with all of these intrinsic benefits and use cases attached to Hedera, this will see more organizations potentially eyeing Hedera as a viable candidate for logging their information and storing their datasets without the risk of such information being hacked or stolen at a given time. So all around, a number of exciting initiatives and developments are actively occurring on Hedera, and with more organizations turning and building their offerings on Hedera, this will see synonymous increases to the overarching utility of Hedera, and as a result, the number of transactions authorized on Hedera on a potential daily basis will slowly increase. And with all of these potential benefits and overall improvements in the utility of Hedera, this will see synonymous increases potentially to the price of HBAR, especially over the long run. But again, only time will tell. And again, it's very exciting that Hedera is associated with so many exciting initiatives and will continue to be a highly accredited and a highly esteemed network for a number of other use cases for years to come. What are your thoughts on Hedera? Are you excited about Hedera's stablecoin developments, and do you think Hedera could be used across South America? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.